Hello, Eric Evolution, and this is my little brother Eric. Well, he's not very little, he's a big, tall motherfucker. Yeah. So today what we're gonna do is explain some pretty funny stories that we've had together and stories that we've had separately with our other siblings. He's on my dad's side. You guys are probably like, why is her name Erica and his name Eric? Well, we were both named after our dad, so that's where that plays. And we're gonna tell a little bit about each other first. I like tacos, and if you know what I mean by tacos, well, I'm available. Okay? I am available. Single guys, well, not guys, but more like ladies. You know you want some of this.
My name's Eric, and I like pussy. Fuck you.
We both share something in common. We both love munching on pussy. My favorite color is the color that pussy is. Whichever color that may be. I'd probably put, it all just depends on what pussy it is. Some may be dark, some may be light, some may be kind of pinkish, reddish looking. Like a salmon color in a way.
Unless you guys fucking stinky ass probably.
Yeah, some of them do stink. Some of them stink.
Why the fuck do you eat it?
If it stinks, I
I'm
really
fucking
don't want my
desperate.
face anywhere near it. Anyways, we're gonna start sharing stories before we get in an argument. Alright, what story should we share first?
One day I got fucking pissed at my little brother. Called me a fucking faggot, riding by on the bike. And then I said, fuck you, bitch. And then I threw a stick to his bike, and he flipped over, and then fucking Erica went, are you okay?
We're gonna tell a story about the time I was in the shower. We lived in like this apartment complex over in Catlettsburg, Kentucky. And I was like up in the shower and everything, you know, doing the usual stuff, playing with myself. No, I'm just kidding. I was actually showering. And I hear our little brother Jacob start to come up the steps, and he's just like, let me tell you something about my brother. And I'm just like, yeah, this is not gonna be good. And he was like, one day he came home, he said he had HIV, and I said, get the fuck away from me. And then you hear this one start screaming, I'm gonna beat your ass, you motherfucker. And then like you just hear like shit being thrown around and grunting and stuff banging up into the walls. And then, you know, I'm in there, I'm like, dear God, I'm taking a shower. I'm like, I'm not getting out to break this one up. And the next thing you know, they pile like into the bathroom on the floor, and I open the, you know, shower curtain enough to show my face, and I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And they look up at me, you know, like, what? And I'm just like, get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to take a shower. Take it in a different room. And then the next thing you know, they get up, take it in a different room, and they're fighting. So there's that story.
Well, I'm gonna talk about how I poured piss on my little brother while he was taking a shower. I got mad one day, he fucking called me a little fucking queer, and fucking, I got pissed, of course, and then I said, I'm gonna get you back one day, bitch. And then he said, okay, yeah right, you never do it. And then I got pissed one day, pissed in a cup, about halfway full, big huge ass cup, yellow. Fucking poured it all over his head while he's fucking taking a shower. And then the next day, I was taking a shower. My little brother had fucking piss left over from fucking 5 or 6 or 7 days, and fucking had it in a fucking Hawaiian jug. You know how big those motherfuckers are. But had it halfway full, fucking poured it all over my fucking face. And then I told my little brother, wait until I get out of the fucking shower, and then I eventually beat the fuck out of him.
Well, this one time, we were at the park, and like I could not go down to the park with these kids without them trying to fight somebody. Well, this one time Jacob, like I was sitting on the hillside, and I was smoking a cigarette, you know, minding my own business. I was by the basketball court, and I hear my little brother Jacob arguing with this kid, and his name was Travis. Hunter, my bad. I got a brother named Travis and a brother named Hunter, so it's kind of hard to remember names. But he was arguing with this kid named Hunter, and next thing you know, I just hear a big like that, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I turned around, and it turns out my little brother Jacob like punched him in the mouth, and this kid like started crying. He was like, why would you do that? I have gum disease. And I'm just like, oh my god, here we go again. It's just like all the fucking time that him and Jacob were all the time trying to fight at the park. Like it never failed. Like they could not play basketball in peace without them trying to fight with somebody. You want to talk about ding dong ditching?
Yeah. One day, me, my little brother and Erica, we dinged on this big fucking muscly ass fucker. We ding dong ditched it, and he came out with no shirt on. And I said, "Get a fucking shirt on, bitch!" And then the dude said, "Who the fuck was that?" And I said, "Fuck you!" And then we started running. But eventually, he came down to our house and knocked on the door.
Okay, I don't know if I should really share this one. If Jacob sees this, he's gonna be pissed. Jacob and Eric have this little friend named Jeffrey. Well, Jeffrey was staying the night at the apartment, and it's gonna be hard to kind of edit this out of here. Just don't tell Jacob about this one. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and tell a full story because I'm not editing this because I mean it's kind of hard to edit it. Well, this one time, like Eric and Jeffrey, they were like fucking with Jacob, talking about putting tampons in your ass and everything, and Jacob was like, Erica, have you ever put a tampon in your ass? And I was just, fucking with him to see if he'd actually do it. And I was like, yeah, I do it all the time. Well, this little shithead goes upstairs in the linen closet and grabs one of my tampons, and he comes down and he actually puts it partially, maybe about that much, like the tip, in his butthole, and he pulls it out and there's just like shit on it. And then next thing you know, Jeffrey, he goes upstairs, he grabs a tampon, and when I say grab a tampon, he grabbed my last tampon, okay? And he put it in his butthole. And then next thing you know, I had like these little, those little necklace beads. They were purple, and one of them, I can't remember if it was either Jeff or Jacob, but one of them ended up breaking them apart, trying to put them up their butthole.
Fucking trying to make them act like they're fucking anal beads or something.
And next thing you know, Jeffrey grabs a paper bag, and all three of them disappear outside for some amount of time, and it turns out that Jeffrey and Jacob shit in a paper bag and put it on someone's porch and caught it on fire and knocked on the door, and I guess the person came out and was trying to stomp it out, and they came back in the apartment giggling, and I was like, what the fuck did you guys do now? And they were like, oh, we shit in a paper bag and caught it on fire on this guy's porch. I'm just like, you guys are fucking horrible. And then another time, I remember this one decided he was going to take our grandmother's straws, which she had a whole bunch of straws. You could use the straws for like a regular drink or milkshake straws. And they took them outside up the hill to one of Jacob's little friend's houses. He was pissed off at this kid, and he decided to just throw the straws on their porch. So there's that story.
I said fuck you bitch every time I threw one. Oh, when I first came, Erica's probably gonna get pissed at me for this, but when she first came to my house, I fucking was, me and my brother would always fucking walk on her back and shit. We walked on her fucking ass. She started fucking shitting herself and shit.
And when he says shitting myself, he does not mean it literally. And let's put it this way, they were little boys, we were all younger at the time, and they loved jumping on my ass to make me fart.
We thought it was fucking hilarious.
This one time, Jake, like, our grandma was talking to somebody she knew in Walmart, and Jacob came up to Mamaw, grabbed her boob, and said, "Milky?" And Mamaw was really pissed for a very long time at him for that one. And then I remember being on the phone with Jacob, and this was like when Mamaw like was very strict and did not want us cussing around her. And I was on the phone with Jacob, and Jacob was at Mammals, and I was like, "Jacob, say my mother's a $5 whore." And he was like, "My mother's a $5 whore." And Mamaw was like, "What?" She was like, "Don't talk like that." And then I told him to say, I was like, "Jacob, say, Mamaw, my balls hurt like a motherfucker. No, my motherfucking balls hurt like a motherfucker." And like he went and he said it, and Mamaw was like, "What? And then I remember telling him on the phone to pick something up and throw it and scream, "Fuck Salt." And I just remember Mamaw saying, "Jacob, knock it off."
We were in Grandview Manor at the time. We were living in Ashland. Oh, Couchbury actually. And we fucking were wild shit, and we were fucking bored shit there. So we had the idea to go in the elevator, push all the buttons, and then run out. Well, we did all that, and eventually, I guess when Mamaw caught us or something, she fucking said, "Quit doing that fucking shit." I was like, "Mamaw," and then she said, "Don't ever do that again." Then eventually, we did it again.
And we actually ended up pressing all the buttons when we would get in the elevator with Mamaw.
And then eventually she would get pissed and call us fucking dumbasses.
I remember we would all three line up in a line together, pull our pants down to where our asses were showing, and be like, "Hey, Mamaw, look at this!" And she'd turn around and be like, "You little shits!" So that was a funny one. We were all the time mooning her. Then another time I remember telling Mamaw she sucked dick for a living, and she was like, "Gotta pay the bills somehow."
You remember what the fuck? Yeah. You know what I fucking said to, you remember when I pulled my pants down, I said, two pigs and a hanky, and then she, and then fucking Babel said, "You fucking disgusting." And I said, everybody's disgusting once in a while, and she goes, "No, you're fucking horrible, fucking nasty ass."